Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's your boy J Quill, All Talk Live. And I apologize, I kept pushing this live off because I was trying to get more information about the situation that I see on the highway. Like I said, being in the trucking industry, you see a lot of stuff out here. And me being in the game damn near 30 years, I thought I done seen it all out here. I thought I seen it all. It's kind of like a story time right now. You know, can't be a coffee talk because I got water because I'm changing up my diet. So yeah, I got to change up the diet. I'll be 50 coming next month. I really don't. I need to come down a little bit, but that's just my thing. So I got to change the diet up. But yeah, kind of like a story time. You know, time I get up and I just talk. I could really care about anything else. So I kept pushing it back because when I want to talk about trucks, I'd rather be in the truck. I think it's more suitable to be in the truck and talk about trucks than me just sitting home or driving or getting caught up somewhere in some containers. But yeah, a couple weeks ago, you see the headline. A couple weeks ago, right? Now I wanted to talk about when I first seen it, but I was like, nah, I had to park the truck. But a couple weeks ago, I was 78 westbound. Now I thought I done seen everything in trucking. I done seen the most wildest madness. I done seen drivers get burnt alive in trucks. I mean, get burnt down in trucks where there was no bones left. I done seen trailers stand up in the air. I done seen multiple wrecks and winter storms, highways. I done seen cars hit another car and just gone. Hit it, run up on the trailer and just lose the whole top. Head come off. I thought I seen it all out here, and apparently I didn't. You know, you see something every day, you learn something every day. So couple weeks ago, I was on 78, and I kept pushing the story back because I wanted a follow up, but there was no follow up. So a couple weeks ago, I'm on 78 local side in North New Jersey, headed towards like Irvington. Anybody know anything about North Irvington's like right next door. So I'm coming up on the Irvington exit for Chancellor Avenue. There was an Infinity in front of me, a Q50 or something was in front of me. So the Q50 slammed on the brakes. So I was on the back door. I almost hit this truck. What's going on, Rice Dog? Good morning, brother. Good morning. Thanks for coming through. So I was coming through. I'm on 78. I'm doing like 50, 55. The speed limit 65. So the Q50 stopped. So when I slammed on my brakes, I slid on inside the Q50. Almost hit the Q50. Not noticing that there was a body running across the highway. So I'm like, looking like, what is this? So when I got my doors together, there was a young white kid. Now the reason why I kept pushing this live back because I wanted a follow up. Couldn't get a follow up. There was a young white kid. He had to be no more than 5'6", 5'7", white. He had no shirt on. He had no socks on. He had no shoes on. This is in North. No socks and no shoes. He was pulling his pants up. Pants was dirty, holes in his kneecaps, no belt. The kid was a white kid, but he was filthy dirty. So he ran across the highway, but he was going to double back. So as he was going to double back, I don't know if it was anybody on the other side coming across the no, I was on the express side, but I don't know if anybody was on the local side. I don't know if he came from the parkway or if he came off Chancellor Avenue North. So he go flying across the highway. So I'm slamming my brakes. He running in front of when I kind of got on the side of the Q50, I started moving, almost ran into the kid. Now this is a white kid. He jumped on top of the wall, but he did not want to go back towards the parkway. So I'm watching him. Then he started running up the wall, but he was on the Jersey barrier. He wanted to go up, but he was confused, but he did not want to go back across the highway. He ran across the highway. And two things came to mind. So I get on the phone. I call State Troopers 911. Yes, I called the cops. Get on the phone. Lady like, hello? Like, yeah, there's a young white kid on the highway right now, no clothes, looking like he lost. He had on jeans, but his jeans was filthy dirty, holes in his knees, holes in his pants. This kid didn't even have no sneakers on. He had no socks on. It was kind of cool. He ain't had no shirt on. He was just standing out there. holding on his pants, and this kid was looking terrified. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He's still on the highway. So I thought he was trying to commit suicide. So I'm talking to the lady, the cop on the talking to the 911 on the phone. So she like, well, sir, is he a young white male? Is he a young white male? No. He's a young kid, so that when you come, you'll know what you're looking for. If I say young white male or a grown man, you're not gonna know. But he's on the highway right now. Blonde hair, like he was filthy dirty, man. So she was like, okay, sir, I was sitting him out there and this, that, third, but I'd never seen that before. So I'm thinking that my mind, first I thought it was like he was trying to commit suicide, but then after I seen him out there with the holy jeans on, he was filthy dirty with no shoes, no socks. He didn't want to go back on the other side of the highway. I don't know if he crawled out of a space or he got out of somebody's car, or he hopped out of the back of somebody's car. Because the kid looked everything kidnapped to me. So the research I was trying to do a follow-up, I couldn't find nothing on the kid. But before you know it, state troopers come flying down the highway. State troopers flying. It's like 4 of them flying down the highway. Shit was crazy, man. I've never seen nothing like it. The kid was totally lost. So I don't know, if somebody had him in the basement. I don't know if he climbed out of a car. But I never got a follow-up call from the police. You don't usually call your phone, man. I felt as though it was my duty just to give him a call, because if I would have hit this kid, he would have been done. Anybody would have hit this kid, you'd be sitting in, I don't know if you'd be sitting in jail right now, but I ended up calling 911 to get this kid off the highway, because you're talking about 10 o'clock in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, this kid running across the highway with damn near nothing on, man. You know, some people probably, I was telling a couple people, some people probably like, I would never call the cops. I would let them get hit. Nah, bro, not on my watch, man, because that kid shouldn't have been out there running across that highway, looking the way he looking, man. He could have made escape from somewhere, So I tried to do a follow-up, couldn't get a follow-up on it, and I just left it alone, man. But when you start seeing things out here trucking, it'll change your view and it change your opinions on a lot of stuff. That's like being out here trucking, you know, in the normal world, you run into racism and you run into folks talking a certain way. But out here in the trucking world, it's different, man. You're running into people that you really thought that's racist. It's not even racist, man. Just because a person got a bunch of tattoos and a big beard, that doesn't make a person racist. Because I done ran into some blacks that was more racist than anything. So being out here in this trucking community it's a total different thing, man. It will change your view, it'll change your world, your view, your outlook on life. It'll change a lot about how you carry yourself being out here. You being out here 30 years, I thought I seen it all, man. So you start seeing things, man. You gotta humble yourself. That's why when I be up here talking, I be humble as hell, man. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, DJ FTV? I be humble out here, man. When I be on the CB, I be out here talking, man, because if it wasn't for the CB, one for COVID and all of that, I would never met none of y'all here. I'd still be on the CB talking my talk on the CB. So after COVID came through, the CB world was shut down. It's just shut down. So last week, Monday, I got some stuff, man. Last week, Monday, I'm coming down 80, right? I'm on 80. Now, mind you, I did a story about the guy named Jason LeBron. He died going 80 eastbound. Went to sleep, went off the road. Truck hit a bunch of trees. The truck caught. The truck went up in flames. By the time they found Jason Reed's body, Jason LeBron, I apologize for that, Jason LeBron. By the time they found his body, it wasn't nobody. He burnt alive. All that was left on that narrow truck was a chassis. That's all that was left. There was no engine left. There was no hood. There was no sleeper. The container came apart. The container separated from the fifth wheel. So for a container to separate from the fifth wheel, you had to really went airborne. And when it came down, the container slid, the chassis got dished in, and the man lost his life. Man burnt alive, man. There was nothing left. No cell phone, no keys, no bags, no bones. There wasn't nothing left, man. He burnt alive. So rest in peace, Jason LeBron, man, from our Pokemon. He was from the Bronx. Had a family in the Bronx. I don't know if he had kids or anything, but he was 10 minutes from his home in Toby Hanna, but he was another 20 minutes from Narrow. Never even made it back, man, because he fell asleep. He burnt alive in a truck. I'm glad I didn't see that, because I done seen drivers get trapped in trucks and start screaming, man. That I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's the worst thing you can ever see out here in trucking. To see a driver's hands on the window and he's burning, and you can't help them. That's the worst thing. I done seen that about 4 times. Incident in Ohio, a guy coming down trying to make the right in Harbor Hearts, truck stop, ran into another truck. Boom, the truck went up in flames, man. Guy was in the truck. He was banging on the window, banging on the doors, but the flames went up so fast, you couldn't help the brother, man. He burnt alive in the truck, and it happens, man. So when people sit out here and start talking all this wild stuff on the internet, man, you get your butt out here in this trucking world, you start seeing shit that you would never think you would see before. And it would change your outlook on life, man. This trucking industry would change your outlook on life. You know, regardless of the money, you get ups and downs in this game. You win some, you lose some. Like I be telling DJ Av, sometimes he know now, you learn it. You win some, you lose some. But out here, trucking will make you humble yourself, man. It will make you damn near humble yourself, make you change your lifestyle, man. It will definitely make you change your life. So back to what I was saying, I was coming down 80 eastbound Monday. This is Monday. I'm coming down, it was pouring down raining. Pouring down rain, it was fog. Now coming down by the 294, now mind you, I just said Jason LeBron, he was on westbound side when he went off the highway and burnt. I was on the eastbound side coming down the mountain. And I'm stab braking. Anybody know about stab braking? Stab braking is when you tap the brakes and then it makes without locking the trailer, locking the container up. So I'm stab braking. I'm in the left lane trying to get to the center lane. There's a car came flying down the right lane and slid in front of me. At that moment, all the experience I had in the world went out the door. I jammed on the brake. I locked up the container slide sideways. It's just coming down the mountain sideways. While that's going sideways, I'm looking at the cliff. And I'm looking at the cliff and the guardrail. Same time, just because of experience, I'm checking my mirrors back and forth. I'm looking left mirror, right mirror, left, right. I'm looking in the mirror, but I'm looking sideways at the cars. Now, when I'm coming sideways, I don't know if God was watching over me, but the container came to a free stop. Mind you, I'm on a downgrade hill. Mile marker 290, 294 before. On the other side where the guy burnt alive. I'm on the other side of the highway. It didn't dawn on me until I pulled over. I said, oh man, I'm on the other side of the highway. Brakes locked up. Salute to all the truckers out there. All the truckers out there that was coming down 80 eastbound by the 294 Monday around 9 o'clock. No, around 8 o'clock. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to you brothers out there that see me out there. I was blocking up the center lane, the right lane, and the shoulder. I cut the whole highway off. The only thing was moving through was the left lane and a little bit of the merge, just to avoid from hitting the car. Usually I always say if a car cut me off, I hit that car. I always say that. But when you looking down the barrel, it's like looking down the barrel of a gun. And all you got in front of you is a bunch of four-wheelers. I wasn't about to hit all them cars. I was not. And the only reason why they slammed on the brakes because the DOT had pulled over a tractor trailer from those 2 lanes eastbound, crossing over into the rest area. And that's like looking down the barrel of a gun. What up, Nate? And I'm staring at these cars. I usually hit, I told myself, a car came up, I hit one. There was too many cars, and on the other side of those cars were state troopers. So I'm sliding, and I wasn't gonna hit them all. So I jacked. With all the experience that I have, I jackknife. I locked the back of the wheels up. The trailer jackknifes it sideways. I got the whole highway closed off. Salute to the drivers. Everybody slowed down. All the truckers threw their flashes on, and they kind of stopped on the right side of me. So I seen everybody going around. I didn't realize I locked the brakes up until I tried to put it in the gear. When I put it in the gear, my front brakes was locked up as well as the back of the container. And I'm sitting there. I swear to God, I didn't want to panic. If I had panicked, I probably would have lost it. So what I did was I kind of sitting there. I forgot what gear I was in. I'm like, oh, come on, get your mind together. Your cars are coming. I don't know if anybody's going to stop because at that moment, if somebody would have hit me dead in the middle, I had 43,000 pounds. So 43,000 pounds of lumber. Somebody would hit that container, they would have rolled me over, and it would have been tragic. It would have been crazy out there. So I was able to throw it in the gear. Because I got a 550 cat, I got a strong motor. I was able to drag the container forward on the shoulder. And still being on the shoulder, my front brakes was cherry red. Brakes was red, brakes was smoking. Thank God another narrow driver pulled over. He was like, "Yo, Jay, you all right? You all right? You all right? I seen you in the middle of the highway. I kind of slowed down. Yeah, I'm good, man. I get the brakes locked up. Can't move the truck. Can't move the truck." He was like, "Man, but you sure you okay?" "Yeah, I'm on the shoulder." He's, "All right, man. I got you. I got you." He took off. Called Narrow, talked to Mikey, told Mikey the situation. And Mikey said, "What you have to do, you're gonna have to adjust the brakes." But I knew I had to get off that shoulder because coming down that mountain, it was pouring down raining. It was fog. You couldn't see a damn thing, nothing. So trucks was flying. Ain't nobody stopping. When you a trucker on the shoulder, I'm gonna keep running with y'all. Truckers sometimes don't really support truckers. They really don't. So they come flying down the highway, flying, they flying, they flying. But at that moment, I really wasn't expecting for nobody to stop because I'm on a downgrade, a nasty downgrade, probably like 80%, and it's just raining and fall. Couldn't nobody see me unless they up on me. So I was able to pump the brakes. I'm gonna teach you something. I was able to pump the brakes. So what I was able to do, I was able to drag the truck into the rest area. Luckily, the rest area was like 400 feet away, so I was able to get in there. So what I did was I called Mikey. Mikey said, "Well, Jay, you're gonna have to adjust the brakes. So back the brakes off the front and lock the brakes down." So if anybody want to know how to adjust their brakes, all you need is like a 7/16 wrench or a small open adjustable, and get in it, turn. If you're on the right side, you got to turn the brakes back all the way towards you counterclockwise, tight, and go a half inch. That's how you adjust your brakes. So you turn it back to its tight, but sometimes you look inside the wheel, you see the brake close. When it closed half inch, you adjust your brakes. So that way you get the front to loose, but the back was locked. So I'm telling Mikey the back lock. He said, "Well, if you can't draw it loose with a hammer or a crowbar, you're gonna have to get a wrecker." I said, "Nah, I'm gonna tell you how to get out of a jackknife. If you get into a jackknife and you don't jam into the truck or you want to move, 9 times out of 10, do this. Grab the trolley brake and pull the trolley brake 3 times, but you're going in reverse. 1, 2, 3. Guarantee you might have to do it. You might have to dump all the air out and do it one more time. So if you ever in the jackknife, tell somebody. If you ever in a jackknife, back up, grab the trolley brake 3 times. And when you grab that trolley brake 3 times, I guarantee you release the brakes on a trailer, a tractor, a tanker, a flatbed, garbage, car hauler. It works. Believe me. That's the only way I was able to release the brakes on a trailer. Mind you, I say I was 40-some thousand pounds with a container for lumber. So I was able to release the brakes. Then I got in the front. I adjust the front brakes. And I adjust the bag. And I make sure everything was all right. I was able to get the container down to the yard, down to the port. Now, mind you, if I would have panicked, I would have hopped out the truck, ran to the shoulder, and left the truck stranded. Whoever was coming down that hill would have been done. You'd have lost lives, equipment, fires. I wouldn't even be able to talk to you right now. If I would have panicked coming down that mountain, we wouldn't not be having this conversation right now. And that kind of dawned on me, man. Like, I don't know. Should I do another? It's going on 30. Should I stick around for another 10, 20 years? I don't know. That kind of like, at that moment, I didn't panic. But later on that day, I started questioning, should I keep doing this? I had to question that shit, man. Should I keep doing this? Should I continue on another 10 years, another 20 years trucking? I probably got another 10 in me, but I only got another 20. And I damn sure now when I go down that hill, man, I swear to God, I ain't the same no more. When I go down 80 eastbound, you start from the 293 and you start flying down eastbound. That hill takes you at least 3 miles, 4 miles downhill and it come up under Tannenville. But that hill is so deep. If you got a load with narrow, we carry heavy. We roll heavy with narrow. Sometimes I be 86,000 pounds, down at 88, 89,000 with logs coming down that mountain. And ever since I got into that situation, it got me shook. Because now I question, should I still be doing this? Should I still be doing this? And it's a lot of people don't understand, bro. I'm saying trucking will really, really humble your ass. That's why I can't be, on here trying to go back and forth because I got a job to do. And I'll be damned if I take YouTube inside of a truck. I won't do that. I just can't do it, man. I won't not bring that kind of energy in the truck, and I ain't bringing that energy up here. So It will humble you as a man and as a female. For those who out here that's driving trucks like me, man, salute to y'all, man, because this shit ain't easy, man. See, people think driving a truck is easy. It ain't easy, man. Being a truck driver is not easy. We make it look easy. It's sometimes it's a lot of stress. Yeah, PSD, It's a lot of anxiety out here. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot, man. Driving trucks is a lot. But people think because we behind the wheel of a truck that this is a simple job. This ain't simple, man. I got 30 years coming. You got guys out here drive 1 year and they quit. 2 years, I'm out of this. They leave, man, because this can scare you, man. Driving trucks, one accident will turn your whole life around. Yeah, they turn your life around, man. Trucking will turn your life around. If you out here and you thinking that you're gonna smoke weed behind the wheel, you're gonna do drugs behind the wheel. Like back in the day, they used to do uppers and downers driving 15, 18 hours a day. You can't do that, man, because if they was doing that then, can you imagine the accidents out there back then? You can't do that, man. So trucking ain't that easy, man. It look easy. It look easy, man. Look easy, but you better respect it, man. One thing I say about trucking, you better respect every day, because tell you something, you don't know if you're going back home the next day. And I'm keeping 100 with you, man. Driving trucks, you don't know if you're making it back home the next day. And that's with any job, but driving trucks is serious, man. It's dead serious. You got people that get in front of you, a truck driver slamming the brakes, you dip in the left lane. There ain't no left lane. Bang, bang, bang. You run into about 100 cars. And what that truck gonna keep doing? He ain't gonna stop to see if you was okay. Nah, you got a lot of truckers out here that be performing road rages with an 18-wheeler. I tell you, man, you got truckers out here, road rage, 18-wheeler, man, will jam on their brakes and will put their trailer in your lane and take off your hood, your mirror, take your life, especially if you own the truck. See, owning the truck is different than a company. You tear up a company truck, you out the truck, you go get another job. You tear up my truck, I don't have another truck sitting in that yard. So then that truck got to go to insurance adjusters, got to come out. Then they got to go to a shop. The shop get it. They go nickel and dime it. They go nickel and dime it. They're trucking the shop for a whole month. When you get it back, it's not going to be the same, man. So driving out here it ain't as easy as y'all think. This shit ain't easy, man. It weighs a lot on your mental. Driving weighs a lot on your mental, man. It weighs on that, and it can cause you to go crazy, man. I know an incident. This young lady was in the truck. I don't know. She was wilding, man. Got into an incident down there, I think in Louisville, Kentucky. Was behind the wheel, was hauling books or something. Whatever she was doing, man. The cops was on her. She had a whole force on her. She ran under a low bridge and wrecked the truck. Wrecked this truck. If she's still driving, she in another truck. Still driving. Still driving. The day I get out here and get into an incident and somebody lose their life, that's the day I hand my keys up. And I'm gonna keep wanting with y'all. The day I get out here and somebody lose their life behind what they did, and if I caused it or they caused it, that's the day I hand my keys up, man. I'm done with trucking. I probably got 2 million miles out here already. 2 million miles, man. While some people up on the internet trying to get 1 million subscribers, man, try get the million, try to get the 1 million miles, man. Try that, man. Try that. You're fighting for 1 million subscribers, get 1 million miles, and see how you feel after getting 1 million miles. That's a lot. That's a lot of driving, man. A lot of wear and tear on the body. A lot of wear and tear on the mind. A lot of wear and tear on your family, your kids. You out here running the road. That takes away from your kids. Take away from your wife. Take away from your girl. It takes away from everything you out here on this road. But sometimes you ain't got no choice but to be out here, man, because that's where the money at. So you ain't got no choice but to be out here. Is run that road and hit the highway, man. It's a lot of wear and tear on this shit, man. That's sometimes we get home, we just be tired, but we can't wait to try to mix it up with other things. That's why I always keep a project going on. I'm always keeping some projects going. I'm always working on the car, working on the truck, because to keep my mind sane, man. Keep my mind straight. So I got to keep doing something out here, but it wears the tears on you, man. It definitely do. You out here doing a bunch of hours, you driving, like, you imagine you telling your wife or your girl, your kids, you got plans for Saturday, and then you only get home next week. That's one thing about trucking. One thing about trucking, you can never make plans for nothing. You can't make plans for nothing, man. And don't have nobody make plans for you, because you ain't gonna never fulfill them. When you out here trucking, you don't fulfill plans, man. By the time you get off work Friday, man, you be dead ass tired, man. Like most of the time I get off work and you see me keep moving the live back, I be tired, man. I swear to God. I be tired, man. I don't be feel like talking. I don't feel like right now I'm talking now. I'm down at this place over here. But sometimes I'm on the road and Monday to Friday, I be burnt. Man, I don't be feel like talking, man. I be like, I'll do it live. I keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And I say, let me do this live today, man, because I got tired of pushing it. But because I'm down here, I'm at work right now, picking up a load over here and crushing this place called Hydro machine. But I'm telling you, man, trucking is something different, man. You know, it's for everybody. You want to get into it, man. But just be mindful that it's not all about the money being out here, though. You know, I can say that. I can say that. Some people may think different. Well, why you out there being about the money? I've been out here going 30 years, so I don't let the money control me. You know, organized TV, salute, brother. I don't let the money control me. You know, I don't chase the money. I let the money come after me because when you start chasing money in the trucking, you lose a lot. You lose a lot out here chasing money because you don't know if you're coming or going. You rather put your family on the back burner and make a couple of dollars. You know, you rather put your plans on the back burner and make a couple of dollars. It ain't all about the money out here, man. You know, but I tell you this, if you out here, you can have a good living, you know, run the road, get paid to see the road, but it does wear a lot on you mentally being out here. It weighs a lot on you. So this ain't for anybody, man. Like I said, I done seen some terrible stuff out here. Like you see accidents on TV, what happened in Texas a couple years ago. You start watching that shit, you know. I know, hey, man, happy birthday tomorrow, bro. Yeah, I spent all my birthdays on the road, bro. Every holiday was spent on the road. Every birthday spent on the road. You know, I spent all of my years on the road, man. You know, running. So, you know, somebody that's into this, man, just tell them to you humble themselves, man, because it will humble you out here, man. It'll humble you out here. I had to go like when I drove for Conway Central Express, I was pulling doubles. I pulled doubles for 8 years. A guy named Regal. No, Regal. He got to an accident on 80 eastbound out there in Milesburg. So they said, all right, Jay, we're gonna need you to recover this load. So I'm like, all right, cover the load. So I'm thinking I'm going out there. They said, bring a dolly. So I hooked up to a dolly. I took a dolly out there, mile marker 120. So I'm out there in Milesburg. So I take a dolly out there. I had to call back and told dispatch, what I need a dolly for? He said, nah, you about to retrieve the load. I said, nah, you got a kite and a tail. The kite and the tail and the dolly. The tail end of the 20-foot trailer was standing straight up in the air. The other one was wedged in the mud. So what I'm picking up? He was standing out there scratching his head because he didn't know where he was at. State police asked him, said, Regal, you know where you at? He said, no. You know what year it is? He said, no. You know your last name? You know the president? Who's the president? He said, no. That took him to the hospital. He did not know where he was at, man. He was gone. He was gone. Mentally, he was gone. That shit scared him, man. Shit scared him. Both trailer, one trailer in the mud, the other one standing straight up with the wheels spinning. Ain't never seen no shit like that before. Dominican guy, 80 eastbound, mile marker 4, about to hit the TA. If anybody know about the TA, if you're going 80 eastbound in Jersey before you cross to the PA, you drop down the hill. There's a snake turn. Went right through the guardrail, hit the wall. Truck got burnt alive, man. Couldn't get the brother truck. We coming down the hill, lane shut off. By the time we get to the bottom, the truck was gone. Only thing was left with the chassis. You see stuff like this out there. You see it. You see it, man. Yeah, I know. And then another thing too, man, just being out here. So a lot of you new drivers out there, have a voice and speak up. Don't never let nobody self-dispatch you. Don't let nobody force dispatch you. Don't let nobody do it because if you get forced dispatch, you get out there in an accident. These companies got lawyers to protect themselves. You better believe that shit. These companies out here got big lawyers to protect themselves. And when DOT run down on you, the first thing they're gonna hit you with is they're gonna hit you with a urine drug test, and then they want to see your logbook. They want to ask you where's you coming, where's you going. They want to ask you, do you take your 32-hour reset? They want to ask you, is you on if you go over so many hours. I'm telling you, they're gonna ask you do a pre-trip. Now, your job as a company driver ain't to check those brakes, but they're gonna put them brakes on you. So if you get into something out there, Don't let nobody force dispatch you. If you driving dirt, raggedy ass equipment, just because you drive for Coca-Cola, they got raggedy equipment. Because we why I say that because these big companies, they have a lot of equipment and they don't PM these equipment. They don't maintain, they don't get these trucks in the shop. Because if you got 400 trucks, how you gonna get 400 trucks in the shop every day when you do forced dispatching? You want them to work, you want them to run, you want the wheels ain't turning, you ain't making no money. But if you get paid by the hour, there's one thing, but the company didn't will to turn. Don't never let nobody force dispatch you out here because that will cause you to get into an accident, kill somebody. They're gonna put lawyers on you, they're gonna lock you up for that. That's your fault, your responsibility, that's your pre-trip. If you get into a truck and the brakes don't work, give them the keys back. If you get into a truck, you turn it on, you slam down the brakes this morning, this is how you do a pre-tip. If you're a company driver, get in the truck, push the brake in. If you hear something, give them the keys back. If you push in the brakes, you hear something, get out, do a walk around. If the brakes are locking up, the controller freezing, give them the keys back. I'm telling you, it's not to help you, to get you in trouble, you lose your job. I'm telling you this because if you get out there and them brakes locked up and that truck on jackknife, that is on you. That ain't on nobody but you because they're going to say poor pre-trip inspection. They got lawyers. They got lawyers. I'm telling you, they got lawyers to protect them. Them lawyers ain't for you. Them lawyers ain't for you. Company lawyers are not for you. Nah, they not for you. That's like getting a public defender. He's not for you. So them lawyers ain't for you, man. Them lawyers will tell you. You see them commercials out there? Big truck, so-and-so got $10 million. She got into a truck wreck. The commercials may seem funny, but they real. Believe that. When you start seeing truck accident commercials with these lawyers looking for truckers, them commercials are real. They will run down on you and they will sue your ass, man. They will take you for everything you got. So you be careful out there, especially when operating. You be careful out there, man. The company got lawyers to protect them. They'll tell you, oh, we need you to do this run. You take this run back, you'll make $1,500 off this run. You only gotta go 3 miles. I'm just saying 3 miles, right? It's impossible, but 1,500, they're gonna see the greed in your eyes. You get out there, get your accident, even though you might not have no more hours. You out of hours. Electronic log is done. You don't have no hours. And you get out there and go 3 miles. You get into an accident, they're gonna charge you with vehicular homicide. They're gonna lock your ass up. They're gonna lock you up, man. Be careful out there. A man trying to get enrolled last 2 years. Yeah, I know, Wax. Nah, Wax, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, Wax. Man, at a certain age, man, let me tell you something, man. You get your CDLs, try to get you a local gig. Cause if you got small kids, man, it's not gonna work, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's not gonna work, man. I know, bro. I had small kids, man, and thank God my kids respect me and they love me. But a lot of my kids, man, they didn't see most of me because I was on the highway, bro. I was on the road, man. I was chasing. I was young. I was chasing. I didn't even sit there and lie. I'm older now, so I understand the game now. But I chased that. I was young. I was chasing, man. I was so happy, young, getting the money. Nah, it's not about that, man. So if you could get a local gig, being home, working, doing a couple hours out there, do that, man. But being on the road with babies, it's not gonna work, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not gonna work unless you want to mix birthdays, you want to miss your first kids walking, you want to miss holidays, sports events, your little daughter cheerleading, your son playing football or basketball. Unless you got a stomach to miss all that, and you don't give a f about it. Hey, that's on you. But if you got kids, you want to watch your kids raise, you want to watch them come up, get a local gig. Get a local kid, man. I'll be honest with you, man, because it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work if you want that rule. Because I'm gonna tell you how the rule gonna work. It's gonna work like this. Dispatch gonna tell you, oh, Wax, I know you were down in VA, Wax, so I'm gonna need you to go to Colorado, right? So you'll say, okay, cool, I'm going to Colorado. But I'm gonna get a deadhead coming back, right? I said, yeah, we're gonna get you coming back. We're gonna get you coming back. So now you get to Colorado because the money look good. So you out there like, yeah, baby, I'm coming home. I'm out here Wednesday. I'm gonna try to get up with y'all Saturday, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna spend some time, take the kids to a music park. You got plans ready, your girl ready, Wax. Come Colorado. I said, oh, Wax, I don't need you to shoot over to Utah. What? Yeah. Now if you go to Utah, that's bigger money that way. You can be like, nah, but I got plans with the family. They're gonna say, well, you're already out there. What you worrying about? Force dispatch, the disrespect. All right, I'm gonna go do it. So you go out there, you deadhead out there, you get that load. Now you thinking that load. Now where this load going? Oh, we gonna have that load going down. That load gonna go to North Carolina. So that'll be closer to where you at. So all you gotta do is drop that, and if you want, you can bobtail out. So you can say, cool, you get to North Carolina, you drop the load. Now they telling you, oh, we got a salvage load to pick up. So we're gonna need you to go get this truller. Then when you get that truller, take that home. Like, what that's saying? This the kicker, Wax. It's in Delaware. What? So you telling me I gotta drive past where I live at to go to Delaware? You can't get nobody to do that. They gonna throw you under the bus. You know what? Hey man, go back home then. But take the truck to a terminal that we got and leave the keys, man. You're done. They do that to a lot of drivers, man. I don't care if you're white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, Jewish, Italian. I don't care about your race. They're gonna do that. They're gonna force dispatch you and take the truck from you. Now I'm gonna tell you how they do owner operators, right? Same scenario with an owner operator, but this how you do an owner operator. If you under their authority, they're gonna tell you, park that truck. No, they're gonna tell you, okay, do us a favor. Go to the yard and take my DOT numbers off that truck. Take my info off that truck. Take my plate off that truck. Take my name off that truck. Go get good luck trying to find another job. So now you're going down the highway. You ain't got no license plates. You ain't got no DOT tag. You ain't got no MC number, and you ain't got no company name. So now you're pretty much out there butt naked. So now you're running a truck with no tags, liable to get pulled over by DOT. And God forbid if there's a weigh station coming up, because when you pull in that weigh station, they're gonna pull the truck over, liable to tow that truck because you ain't got no paperwork on it. That's what they do to truck drivers out there, man. That's what they do. You think they don't do that? Man, they'll throw you in the bus, man. That's why it's always good. Even if you run it under somebody's DOT, make sure the registration in your name, the insurance in your name, the plates in your name. So if they tell you, well, take my tags off the truck, man, they're already in the garbage. I'm already going down the street to get another job. Make sure you got the tags, registration, and if the insurance in your name. So that if they want to take their tags, take your tags, I'll go about my business. That's how the game works. That's how it works, man. But they out here, man, they out here. So be careful out here. You want to run local, try to get a local gig, man. It's going to be hard, though, trying to get a local gig because Taz will tell you because they want you on the road, man. They're going to tell you ain't got no experience, you ain't got no time in the game. We're going to need you on the road. So make sure that you're going to have to try hard, man. So if you want to get a local gig, you're going to really have to fight to get that local gig and then try to stick it out for 6 months to a year so you can get the experience. Other than that, you ain't got no experience out here, they're going to put you on the road. So that's a fight right there. If you do get into a job, make sure you get at least 6 months to a year. Then after a year, you can go anywhere you want to go. But it's going to be a fight, though, when you first get your CDL and trying to get out there because they're going to try to put you on the road. You know, you got the Swifts, you got the Snyders, you got the JB Hunts. Well, JB Hunts, you need 2 years. But you got the Swifts, you got the Primes, you got the Warners, you got all these big companies out there. They'll put you on, but they ain't going to pay you nothing, to be honest with you. They ain't going to pay you nothing, man. You'll go out there with Swift, and Swift going to tell you, well, Swift going to send you to school. You go to school for Swift now, I think it's up to $10,000. So now Swift will pay for the school and hit you with $10,000. So now you think, okay, $10,000, I got a $5,000 bonus. You ain't going to never see that bonus because now Swift need that $10,000 back. It's like a cash advance. Swift need that money back, man. Yeah, that's what's happens. Swift gonna need that. What do you say? Or go get a call a temp job. Yeah, but Swift gonna need that money back. You know what I'm saying? DJ asked Swift will need their money back. So if Swift tell you we're gonna give you a sign-on bonus for $5,000, but if Swift charge you $10,000 to train you, Swift gonna have you everywhere. You ain't gonna make no money, man. Swift will put you in brand new equipment. They'll put you in brand new freight liners. They'll put you in brand new equipment, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this. You got to pay for that. So now you out there with Swift running the road. You think, oh, I'm making don't believe half the time you on TikTok and you watching TikTok videos and them girls and them dudes saying, I made this, that, and the third. Nah, what they not telling you is that Swift need that money back. Warner need that money back. Ain't nothing for free, man. So now you out there running Colorado. You think you're gonna make $2,000. By the time Swift done took out for taxes and Swift done took out that money they need back for that $10,000, now your ass lucky to bring home $400, man. $600 on the road. Oh, you better believe that. You thinking that you gonna get out there and run for them people? They gonna put you in them brand new trucks. They gotta pay for them brand new trucks. You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for them new trucks. Them trucks ain't for free. Yeah, they look good, but you gotta pay them trucks back, man. You gotta pay them back. The same thing for owner operators. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all with owner operators. Yeah, we make money out here. But if an owner operator telling you, like he run local, right? Let's say if an owner operator say, yeah, I done made $4,000. I made $5,000 end of the week. You sitting there like, what? Damn, man, that's some good money, man. Yo, my man making $5,000 a week as owner operator. He doing real good. He making 20 grand a month. You go, yeah. How much fuel he pay? Huh? Yeah, how much fuel he pay? Because you got to pay fuel. Fuel high as hell right now. You got to pay fuel. You got to pay tolls. He got to pay breakdowns. You got to pay maintenance and wear. So how much money you bring home again? See, they don't tell you that. I'll tell you that, man. I'll tell you that. Watch out for that too, man. Watch out for that too. Because of the fuel went up, I went from paying being home every day, but because the fuel went up, I went from paying $800 a week to $1,500 a week in fuel. I paid $1,500 a week in fuel. That's 15 times 5 times 4. Do the math. You know, my fuel bill don't went up. The rate went up a little bit. The fuel went up, but everything else ain't going up. You know, everything else went up. Everything up in life went up, but the fuel's so damn high right now. Now the fuel's starting to twinkling down. But now you notice when the fuel go down, the gas go down, the food's still high, your rent still high, the clothes still high. Everything you do is still up. Now the fuel don't went down, but ain't nothing else coming down. Think about it, man. So this trucking industry, man, it got its ups and downs, man. Now I'm not saying that it's bad because I've been out here and I done had a good life, but most of that life I took away from my kids. You know, I feel bad about it, yes. Do I regret it? Nah, 50-50. Because I had to be out here to work. I had to take care of them kids. I had to take care of them. You know, that's why I tell anybody if you come home from prison, get your CDL license, man. You heard me? Come home from jail, you ain't got nothing to do with your life. You got a driver's license, go get your license. Go get your CDLs, man. Your CDLs. Don't worry about, just be honest though. If you come home from jail and you do a job application, just be honest, man. I'm gonna keep real with y'all. I don't put a lot of brothers on that got up in these trucking industry and they lied. Have you ever been arrested? No. Have you ever been arrested? No. That right there can get you booted out the community, man. I'm gonna keep wrong with you, bro. Yeah, it is big money. It's big money in Palace, man. I knew a guy named Teddy. Teddy from North. And Teddy worked for he retired from New Penn. Teddy retired from New Penn. He always call you, what up, youngin? What up, youngin? And Teddy we retired from New Penn, but Teddy started getting pallets. At that time, the blue pallets, do I actually know about them blue pallets? Them blue pallets with the chemical name, that was worth $3. At that time, the blue pallets were worth $3 and the brown pallets was worth $1. And you may think that ain't no money. That's a lot of damn money, bro. That's a lot of money. Because now if you got the thicker pallets, the thicker brown ones was $250. Man, you talking about that's damn near 100. He was moving 100 pallets a day. Teddy got up to 200 pallets a day, and all he was doing was getting these pallets. He had a nail gun. He'll fix these pallets. He'll find broken pallets, fix them with a nail gun, and take them back and sell them. He started selling them back to the warehouses. Teddy was killing them. Teddy was killing them. I don't know if Teddy's still alive though, but Teddy was killing them back in the day off pallets, man. Like I used to work for when I worked for Conway, and I wanted lunch money. Man, I'd take them like 3 of the blue pallets, the rest of the brown pallets. Man, that was my lunch money right there. Hey, Teddy, what up, man? Pull up on Teddy. Teddy pull up with a U-Haul truck. Give all those pallets to Teddy. Get you a couple of dollars and right around the corner buy some meat, man. Yeah, the heat treated pallet. They worth a lot of money, man. Worth a lot of money. Yeah, uh-huh. Teddy was making money, man. Teddy was making money. Teddy be driving around wax. He be driving around like down in North Chapel Street, South Street. He'll drive around down that. He'll find like broken pallets. He'll pick them up off the ground, take them back with a nail gun and a hammer, take them apart, put them back. That's a hustle, man. I'm saying anybody can make money. If Teddy can make money finding garbage pallets on the highway, on the side of the road, side of a building, and fix them and sell them, come on, man. There's nobody should be sitting home right now, man. Nobody should be sitting home right now. Nobody should be sitting home right now. You can take a broken pallet and fix it and sell it. So you find a broken blue pallet, put a couple nails in it and sell it for $3. The hell people sitting home for, man? Nobody should be sitting home right now. It's money out there. You can make money out there, man. You don't have to be, running around doing legal shit. You can actually make some money out here, man. And people will spend their money. They give the money for it. I done seen it, man. So it's money out here. Everybody can survive with doing something. You ain't gotta be begging. You ain't gotta be panhandling. You ain't gotta be up there scheming people, man. There's a way to make money out there. All you gotta do is apply yourself. Apply yourself. You can make some money out here. People, oh, you just talking because you drive a truck. Nah, man, I had to apply myself. Ain't nobody give me no CDL license. I had to apply myself, man. Salute to Uncle Ned, man. Respectfully, the guy that put a CDL book in my hand, I was working on loading dock. He passed away and shit. I call him Uncle Ned, but respectfully, man, he passed away. But he put a CDL book in my hand. The time I was running, my brother knew running dudes from Avon and all that. Cats was on dope. Cats was on sniffing, man, tray bags and all of that back then. And he was like, "Yo, young blood, man, take this CDL book." Then he taught me how to drive a yard switcher. I'm like, "What am I gonna do with this book, man?" He said, "Nah, take the book, man. You shouldn't be out with your brothers and like that, man." It's like a train wreck when it happened. So I went from studying that book to him training me in a yard switcher and drove a yard switch for 2 years. And hey, man, got my permit, hooked up with unemployment, went through unemployment, got my CDL license. So I've been driving ever since then, man. You know what I'm saying? So, he helped the brother out back then, man. But like I said, it came to me. You just can't just say, well, I'm going to go out there and get it. Man, let me tell you something, man. You got to apply yourself. You got to want it. You got to want it, man. Yeah, man. Hey, I know a lot of cats like that too, man. I know a lot of cats like that too, hustling their whole life, man. Your whole life, man. They put their life on hustling, man. Then I see them now, they ain't got nothing, bro. You know what they had money for? They had money for lawyers. Mm-hmm. They had money for that. They had money for commissary. They had money for that. Then that ran dry. They definitely had that lawyer money, though. Yeah, I know, man. The money come fast, it go fast. That's like anything in life, man. That's like with anything in life, man. You want it fast? Nah, I always tell people to walk and get it, man. Walk and get it. It'll come to you, man. Anything in life you want fast and you want it now. That's like saying, man, you in the house cooking, man. And you got impatient people. They want it fast, and then when they get to eating, it don't taste right. They don't cook it right. They don't prepare it right. That's how life is, man. You got to prepare your life, man, to want something. You have to put yourself in a position to want something, man. You got to be hungry for it. I don't knock a person that's hungry, man. It's different than being hustling and just being hungry. But I know a person hungry, you can see it in their eyes, man. And you willing to help them. You willing to give them a shot. I got to see that shit in you, man. When I know a person hungry and they want it, then I help you, man. I'll give it to you. I always say this. Knowledge is for free. Wisdom for free. I give you all the wisdom and knowledge in the world. You have to apply that. You got to apply that shit, man. Believe me, you got to apply that, man. I'll give it to you. Wisdom and knowledge is for free. I can't sell that to you, man. Like people say the game's supposed to be sold and sold. No, I can't sell you that, man. I'll give it to you for free. Now you have to apply that in everyday life, man. You got to want it, man. Got to be hungry for that shit. You got people up there that say, I want this and want that. They got all these plans and money spent before they even get it. Nah, man, I'd rather help you, bro. Gotta be hungry, man. You gotta have that hunger. If you ain't got it, you ain't gonna never have it. You ain't gonna never have it, man. So you gotta want it. And that's how life is. We all want everything handed to us. We want everything handed to us, man. It ain't that easy, man. We all brought up in poverty. Some of us brought up in the hood, all of us, poverty, the hood, the ghetto, the projects, slums. A lot of us actually made it out. A lot of us made it out, man. We didn't want that for ourselves. We didn't want that for ourselves, man. A lot of us made it out, man. You know, some people get mad and say, "Why you ain't bring me with you?" Because you ain't had that hunger that I had. You ain't want to go nowhere. You know, you ain't want it, man. You ain't want that. A lot of us made it out, man. A lot of us made it out. And I can be, hey man, respectfully, I can respect that, man. A lot of people ain't wanna like coming up. A lot of us ain't want to go to jail, man. Like now they make it seem like it's a thing of glory, a thing of honor to go to jail. No, it's not. It's not a thing of honor to go to jail. No honor in going to jail. There's no honor in that shit. There's no honor in sitting up here, you know, just scamming people. There's no honor in that shit. There's no honor in saying that I could stab 100 people. I could shoot 100 people. I could beat up 100 people. There's no honor in that shit, man. There's no respect in that. Nah. Tell me you got 100 people a job. I can respect that. Tell me you fed 100 people. I can respect that, man. I can respect that. Tell me you went out there and bought 100 people some clothes. I can respect that. Tell me you went out there and you help a lot of old people, get across the street and get off the ground, and you tutor a bunch of young kids. I can respect that. Tell me you came home from prison after doing 20 years and you started a recreation center where as though you help a lot of young men and young women get their life together and keep them on the street and narrow, keep them from the gang life, keep them from the drugs, keep them in school, keep their head together, man. It's not corny to be a book nerd. It's not corny about this. It's not corny to talk like a nerd. It's not corny to pronounce all your words. It's not corny in that, man. It's not corny in that, man. Nothing corny in that, man. I respect all of that, you know. I'm not gonna sit up there and promote a bunch of negativity because it's corny, man. It's corny. Not gonna tell you none of that, man. I'm not telling you that I was sitting in prison and had to put a razor in myself. I had to put drugs in my butt. And I'm not telling you no madness like that, man. I'm not telling you that shit. I'm not gonna sit up there and tell you I was in jail. Knock on wood, man. Other than that port thing, I done been up holding cell. Other than the port authority put me in some holding cell, that was madness. But I can't tell you that, man. I'm not gonna sit up and promote something that I never did. I'm not gonna tell you that. Not gonna sit up and tell you a bunch of lies. I done ran the streets and I done did a lot of ill shit. But I'm not gonna sit up there and tell you that and promote that. That's not nothing to talk about, bro. It's not nothing to talk about, man. I'm not gonna do all that. What I'm gonna tell you, man, is that if there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will to make money, there's a way to get it. I'll tell you that, man. If there's a will, there's a way, man. You can be anything you want to be in life, man. You just gotta apply yourself. And you gotta apply that to your everyday living, man. You know? You guys too, man. You know. I tell you something, man. Tell you something, truth, man. Let me tell you something, man. My son called me the other day, and I'll talk about this later on, but a lot of y'all out there that's get into a situation where you having kids, later on in life you realize a situation come about where as though you found out you had a kid later on in life that you didn't even know about. But then it lands on your doorstep and you go, all right, cool. Sometimes it's kind of like it could be overwhelming. And you go, man, how am I handle this? I don't even know this kid. I don't even know him. I don't know her. But make a long story short, don't never walk away from a situation that you can build from. Everybody go through things in life where you may say, nah, I don't know, man. They set in their ways. They don't know me. I don't know them. But then, to get the phone call I got yesterday, it made me feel real good, man. So shout out to my son, man. Shout out to my son. Doing good, ain't got no kids yet, 25, you know, looking to get his passport so he could travel the world, and live life and bond with his father. Then all I can do, man, hey, man, respectfully, man, shout out to my son, man. That phone call yesterday made my day. So I say, man, sometimes, man, you gotta humble yourself, bro. Because you never know, man, when a situation will come about when you might don't even be here no more. You know, might not even be here no more, man. Then you like, damn, I wish I'd have broke that cycle. My father died when I was 4. So sometimes you got to break that cycle, man. So whatever you're going through in life, try to always remember that what you went in life growing up as a young man and experiencing things with your mother, your father, at the end of the day, it ain't the kid's fault. Hey, can you hear me? Let me see if you're on with this. It's saying live. All right, let's see. I don't know if I'm still on because the I don't know what's going on with this. Live stop. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but put a one in chat if y'all can hear me. Cause the live had just stopped. I don't know. It says the service. I don't know. That sometimes this Google Pix form it could be gone. I start getting deep on the conversation. Okay, okay, yeah. Sometimes it goes out, man. But I was saying though, man, most of the time it's not the kid's fault. Not the kid's fault. So as men and as women, we gotta stop looking at the kids like they the problem. Because when, like I said, when them kids become adults, when they become adults, you're gonna wish you had built some type of relationship with them. So don't wait too long for that. Don't wait too long for that. But I'm about to get off this live because I gotta go inside now to go grab this container. So I appreciate all y'all for coming to. My brother DJ Ab TV, Wax Dog. Appreciate you, bro. Who else? Who else came in here?
And I appreciate everybody that came in here, man. I can't see the numbers right now, but I appreciate all of y'all, man. So hey, take care of yourself, man. Stay humble, stay sucker free, and keep your head up, man. At the end of the day, we men. And that's all we got. We men. All right. So one love. I get at y'all. Peace.